women were accorded the greatest respect, greatest veneration, were admired during the Vedic period. But over the years, the decades, along with the cultural annihilation, the identity of a woman, the feminism, the feminine consciousness of a woman has been demeaned and defamed continuously, especially for us Hindu women who have been told repeatedly that women in Hinduism are subjugated and we are not empowered, and that is the true basis of our religion, of our culture, which is absolutely not true. But in this video, I am not going to be sharing the facts or the reality of how Hindu women during the Vedic times, during the enlightened civilization, why almost up to the time of Ahalyabai Holkar, probably during the British independence, women led armies, women queens were monarchs. We had such a rich culture where women were bosses. We had female queens as bosses who could command armies, win wars. Just imagine this, a woman is a queen, is a commander in chief of an army with all men, but they obey her implicitly and win the war against the British. That shows just not the powerfulness or the way the queens used to handle themselves, but also the general mindset of the society, which had nothing against a female boss or taking orders against a woman. A leader was not identified or mallified or prejudiced as per the gender. The leader was venerated as per his capacities, his capabilities, or her own aura and charisma. From there, how did we as a Hindu society start believing that we women are not worthy, are somehow a second or third class citizens of this country, of this culture? From where did we start believing that we are more like slaves to the men? We do not have any kind of freedom. We do not have any independence of our own. And our women are supposed to stay at home and listen to what the man of the house says. From the time that such a thought current started evolving in the society, domestic violence is a term today we are all aware of, but the abusive relationships between the husband and wife has started manifesting from the time this enforced wrong thought current that women are inferior to men has been thrust upon us. And today, unfortunately, we are in a place where domestic violence is almost an everyday occurrence in millions of houses of Hindu women. Nithyanandam, with all auspicious blessings and grace of my Guru, His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam, I welcome you to this episode. Domestic violence, we are all aware of, is a common evil or a common fight that we are all fighting against. I have also seen domestic violence as a child in my home and many homes. Even as an adult, I have come across many kinds of violent, abusive relationships. But today, it's become a conflicting zone of almost all relationships. The violence is not just confined to the women alone. There are men who experience violence in marriages but are not able to express themselves. That does not take away that the percentage of women suffering from domestic violence is far, far higher than of men. What happens to us? Why? Why does the woman stay in the relationship Why is she willing to give him a chance? Why is she willing to give him a chance again and again and again, despite being repeatedly beaten, abused, dehumanized, felt made to feel worthless? Still, the women stick to the relationship, continues the relationship, and tries to make it work. Is it just because of the societal pressures? Is it because they have children who need a father? What is it that makes the woman stay in such an abusive relationship? Does she like being beaten? Obviously not. Then why? Why can't she just break away and walk out? A friend of mine very poignantly put it across to me when I asked her this question. Why don't you just walk out? Why would you tolerate this? And this friend of mine was financially independent. She was working like a lot of us women are today. She had no reason to stick on to this relationship. And she very poignantly said, it's easy to break relations. It's just a moment for me to decide and walk out of this relationship. But life is not about walking out. Life is trying to make things happen and trying to work out things. I will stay in this relationship and I will try to make it work as much as I can, as much as my tolerable limits are. While women are struggling today to hang on to relationships and try and making it work, what do they go through? How do they survive? How are they getting the courage to get up every day, in and day out, not knowing how or what kind of this relationship is going to just explode? How do we heal them? Will healing work? Will healing one partner in this situation bring healing to the other partner? Will completion help? When a victim goes through abusive behavior, especially psychological, even in this domestic violence, we have come across various different types of violence. Some will be so subtle, just sarcasm, which is little tolerable. Little, not much. Then there's another one that is even more impactful, that is not so subtle, it is dehumanizing, defaming, and makes us feel so hurt and we're so full of hatred. The psychological abuse has more impact and an everlasting effect than a physical abuse. That doesn't mean I'm encouraging physical abuse, it's not it at all. But the impact of a psychological abuse is much more difficult to heal. It may take many years and sometimes many births to heal. Healing yourself is the only solution to heal yourself completely out of the trauma. Victims of domestic violence experience self hatred, low self inner image, the feeling of worthlessness, and many of them experience suicidal tendencies. For us to survive, you need to first heal yourself. Just like when you get into an aircraft and when they're walking us through the safety precaution measures, they say, first put the oxygen mask to yourself and then help your child or your neighbors. Likewise, only if you heal yourself and come out of all this pain, the suffering, the sense of worthlessness that you feel, you will be able to help others and even your own partner who is expressing this violence due to his own powerlessness, due to his own frustration, due to his own feeling of low sense of self worth. But if you want to help your partner or your friends, you need to first heal yourself and empower yourself with the strength of your unique characterization, your own strength. and your own ability to heal others. This Mahamantra meditation, which is taught to us by my Guru, His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam, is so powerful. It's one of the extraordinarily powerful meditation that makes you forget the suffering that you've been through every time you do this meditation. I really would advise each of you all to do this Mahamantra meditation for 21 days minimum to feel the transformation and to feel the impact of suffering inside of you. Normally, when we all undergo suffering, it consumes us. It makes us feel life is worthless or makes us feel I deserve it. But this Mahamantra meditation has such an ability to deeply cleanse these toxic, life negative thoughts of you, which gives you the foundation, that gives you the hope, which gives you the rope to climb out of this depression, this life negative thought current, and start building a new future, a new life without the suffering and the suffocation that you are living at this moment. We can start the Mahamantra meditation, and I will just explain the step-by-step process. The whole process is for 30 minutes. You need to take time for yourself for 30 minutes, and this 30 minutes that you spend on healing yourself is the gift you can give yourself towards building a better life, towards building a new future. The actual humming is for 20 minutes. Sit straight with your neck, back straight. If you're not comfortable sitting without a back support, please lean to the wall, but make sure your back is straight. Don't slouch onto the wall. Keep your back straight, eyes closed. Please note how your eyeballs are at this moment. Are they restless, moving from one corner of the eye to the other? If they are, force them to stay in one place. Make them feel heavy and dead like a stone. Force them to stay steady, because restless movements of the eyes is the first indication of the restless mind. The more you allow it to be restless, that is, the more you allow your eyeballs to be restless, your mind will continue to be restless, and you will not be able to actually experience the depth of deep cleansing of the soul that this Mahamantra can do to you. Once you have fixed your eyeballs closed tightly, you're sitting straight, start humming with your lips closed. With your lips closed, start humming. This should come from your navel upwards towards your throat. It is not hum, not om. It is just it is like a bee, the sound of a bee. How the sound is when you hear a bee buzz around. That sound should emanate from inside of you. That sound should not come from the throat or just this part of your neck. It should come from depth of your navel, travel upwards towards your lips and come out of your lips. When you do it from the depth of your navel and let it travel upwards, this humming sound just resonates inside your body, inside your brain, inside your mind, into your heart, and cleanses the toxic current as it goes out of your body. Your every bone, your every muscle inside you, you should feel this sound. You should not be able to think anything or hear anything when you're doing this. Please set your timer to 20 minutes. And if you feel tired in between, if you feel you need to stop, I really would not recommend you to stop, but I would rather that you take a break for a couple of seconds and continue this humming sound, this Maha Mantra meditation for the full 20 minutes. It is very important for you to spend this full 20 minutes with yourself, healing yourself. This Maha Mantra does not just heal you, it empowers you by giving powerful cognitions the moment you finish this meditation. Each person gets different powerful cognitions. There is no set format or a defined powerful cognition that you would get out of this Maha Mantra. But it will definitely make you feel powerful and make you feel you have the ability to come out of this traumatic relationship, either by healing your partner or just walking out of this relationship without any trauma and suffering or even fear. But that decision you'll be making, you will be making it based not from suffering or pain or shame. You will be making any of these decisions from the space of completion, from an extraordinary confidence in yourself, in your ability to take this decision to its logical end. And that is the power. That is powerful feminism. The ability to take a decision from the space of completion and ensuring that you take this decision to its logical end without any instability, conflict, or suffering is powerfulness. After 20 minutes of this meditation, do not open your eyes. Now you have allowed that Maha Mantra meditation to work into your body, into your bones, into your blood, into your brain, into your heart. You can feel the deep, soothing, healing silence inside you. Continue like this for another 10 minutes. This is the step 2 of the process. The step 1 is a 20-minute humming meditation, the Maha Mantra meditation. The step 2 of the process, you just stay still with your eyes closed, with a smile on your face, because Maha Mantra is a deep detoxifier. It goes into your grooves of your brain and your heart and your muscles and detoxifies it of any suffering you may have experienced, any shame you may have experienced, any hurt, any regret, any feeling of violence you would have experienced in the situation and circumstances you are in. After 10 minutes, you can open your eyes, drink a glass of water, offer gratitude to my Guru, His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam, for revealing this extraordinarily powerful technique to the world. This technique is not just powerful, it is healing. It's the one technique I have experienced by myself and by many of my friends who do this meditation and still continue to do this meditation many years forward. Whenever they are in a situation they are unable to handle themselves, or whenever they are in a situation where they are suffering, they go through a lot of pain, they go through a lot of trauma. They use this meditation as a technique to recover, restore, restabilize, and recenter themselves. This meditation will, without fail, heal each and every one of you who are experiencing the trauma, the suffering, the deep sense of pain and shame, domestic violence, or any kind of abuse or violence on another human being is unacceptable, and every relationship needs to be given a chance to make it work. Again, that does not mean I'm encouraging you to stay in a situation where you are facing all kinds of abuses. That's not it. Let's try and heal every man and every woman so we never face this kind of situations and we all get to live life with the partners we choose, the partners that we choose from the space of love, which unfortunately for many people leads to abuse. If possible, if you can, I really request you to get your partners to watch this next video of mine, in which I will be sharing a different techniques for the abuser. Because the mind of an abuser is something different, is completely different from the mind of a victim. Obviously, that's why they are on two different sides of the coin. But my effort here is not just to heal the victim, but to heal the abuser also. Because only when we start healing the abusers, the perpetrators of such violence, that violence would actually stop. Please share this video, this technique, with all your friends or any of your groups you think would find this useful, would find this helpful, because I am 100% sure that this Maha Mantra is the most powerful healing technique that will help you or any victims in any violent situations to recenter, restabilize, and restore themselves and build a new future without the sense of guilt, shame, or suffocation or pain. If any of you all have stories that you would like to share with me, I would love to hear them, especially after doing this meditation, which I'm sure will help you. Please share your stories with me, either in the comment section below or on my Facebook page, or please email me. My email ID will be in the description box below. Thank you for watching, and continue your spiritual practices every day, every moment, being reconnected to your soul. The purpose of your life is the only reason for existence. Thank you for watching. Nithyananda.